All right, what's going on, everybody? Almighty Tevin here, and nothing, well, hopefully nothing ridiculous happens or is said in this video. It's 30 minutes long, by the way, weekend preview, because, we like to check up on our friend Darkside Phil at least once a week to see what's going on. Sorry if it sounded a little funny. I think I'm kind of catching a cold, which is very entertaining for you to hear, I'm sure. But last time on Detractor Ballsy, what was going on in the world of the dark side? He got his review copy of Fallout 4, and he pretty much tried to explain how it was okay for him to get a review copy, even though he claims review copies shouldn't exist, and he still feels that way. So it was quite literally him saying, I know I shouldn't do this. I know I don't support this, but I'm doing it because I'm doing it, pretty much. And it was the most popular episode of Detractor Ballsy ever, mainly because the word Fallout and the number 4 and the word review was in the title. And I forgot that the common YouTube viewer does not look at the entire YouTube video title. They just click shit and watch it. So, sorry. Sorry for giving you accidental clickbait. Random people that watched that video and didn't know what the fuck was going on. And, yeah, oddly enough, my version of that video got more views than the original version, but let's stop talking about views. I'm sure DSP is going to do it for us. It's got 19 likes and 18 dislikes so far, one comment. And I don't know why yet, but thank you was in the title, so I'm assuming he said thank you for watching him, or thank you for giving him Patreon money. Hello, everyone. Nice silence. There we go. I think the audio is good, better than it was last week. It should be. I'm gonna just have to shut the fuck up when he's saying stuff so it could actually balance out. Click.
Hello everyone, Darkside Phil here, and welcome to the weekend preview.
Hello everyone.
Hello, man. What a week we've had, and what a great week we've got ahead of us. I'm feeling very positive. I'll tell you why in just a moment. But yeah, today is Sunday, November 15th, 2015. And yes, this past week, for the most part, has seen...
Wait, now this is mass nitpicking obviously, but this video went live at like 11 something my time, and I'm recording this around midnight, so he might as well just say it's a Monday, you know.
The major focus and massive amount of talk in the gaming world be about Fallout 4, and I don't think that there's any reason that that's not proper or not warranted. I think that everyone was really wondering, would this game live up to the hype? Would this game actually, with the 7 years of anticipation that's been behind it, actually live up to it? I'm actually not going to say yes or no yet. I actually did a video after I played about 20 hours of gameplay in Fallout 4
I thought this was the
week,
preview, not
over
the
on my
review.
vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlogs, where you're obviously watching this video. And I talked a little bit about what I thought was going on with Fallout 4 and what I liked, what I disliked, because I think some things were done really well and improved, and other things kind of were left as is. And I was wondering, gee, why? I wonder why they didn't improve certain things and stuff like that.
You're rambling, DSP, you're rambling.
As of right now, I'm between 27 and 28 hours into the game. And I'm not even really like a third through the story yet, from what I'm to understand. I've really been focusing on all kinds of side content and getting all these levels and perks and all things. And I love it, man. I'm immersed in it every day when I play it.
By the way,
whoa, and I do want to say this before
happened?
we even talk about this week's schedule.
Whoa, what button did I push?
The first thing I really want to say is thank like that. As of right now, I'm between 27 and 28 hours.
Anyway, just in case you're wondering, I'm doing perfectly fine. Hopefully you're doing all right too. This whole weekend, I've been training in Street Fighter 4, a game I went 7 years without playing. So hopefully one day I can be just as good as DSP.
Into the game. And I'm not even really like a third
I have
through
to
the story
train
yet,
to get
from
to
what
his
I'm to
level.
understand.
If you
I've
think
really
he
been
bad,
focusing on all kinds of
you
side
ain't seen
content
nothing.
and getting all these levels and perks and all things. And I love it, man. I'm immersed in it. Every day when I play it, I lose track of time. Seriously, like every single day I've played this game, I've just kind of ended up looking, man, it's over already?
Now, before we get to him talking about views, and I'm gonna try to pause this like the minimum I can fucking pause it, because this source video is long as fuck. But I watched some of his Fallout stuff, and he does seem to be legitimately enjoying the game, even more so than when he plays Street Fighter. Well, like when he plays Street Fighter, he gets salty and shit, but you can love Street Fighter and get salty at it. That's kind of how playing a fighting game online is. But he gets salty at Fallout 4 sometimes too. But you can tell he legitimately enjoys playing the game.
My whole session,
At
his
least
gameplay is over already?
I think he does.
And I do want to say this before we even talk about this week's schedule. The first thing
It's
I
still a
really want to
paycheck, though.
say is thank
Even though he say it's
you
not.
for a great week. Because this week we had pretty much great turnouts on almost every single stream that I did. And of course, 99% of them were Fallout 4. The views, which I purposely did not look at my Fallout 4 playthrough all week. I didn't. I swear to you. Until this moment, right before, 5 minutes before I started recording, I finally looked at, gee, how is my Fallout 4 playthrough performing? And it did really well. It hasn't even been out for a week yet, and the viewership is great. I'm very happy and pleased. I'm like, yes, because as you guys know, I've been in trouble these past 2 months with all the bullshit that happened with the false copyright strikes against DSP Gaming back in August. It knocked DSP Gaming.
But DSP, you told us that you was playing this. Now this is nitpicking again, of course, obviously. But that's kind of what these videos turn into sometimes. But you told us that this game wasn't a paycheck for you. You told us that you was playing this game basically for fun. Pretty much. That's pretty much what he tried to get to us. He playing the game for fun. He's not playing it for YouTube. He playing it because he want to play it. He wants to play Fallout 4. And it looks like he's looking up at me right there. But thank you, you're worthless humans for
Out of
views.
search results on YouTube for games.
By the way, I forgot to mention on the last episode of Detractor Ball Z, you may remember a few weeks back, and we're going to go on a slight field trip. I'm going to have to like shift the...
Hello everyone, Dark Side.
I'm going to have to shift the capture over so you can tell. But you may remember a few weeks back, if you looked at his other channel / related content, he changed his title, by the way. This title wasn't the same a couple weeks back. But right here, you had like the related channels. That's the shit YouTube put there. And I remember I was first on his related channels tab, and I won't lie to you, I got subs off of his channel, which is extremely ridiculous, and it is kind of bullshit that a detractor would get subs off of people going to the actual DSP channel. But he manually deleted it. You can't delete, YouTube doesn't delete that. He manually deleted it. And obviously, he was first on my feature channels. I don't even have a custom feature channels list, not on this channel at least, but he was first on my feature channels list, obviously, and now he's not anymore because he deleted his related channels list. So now he's not on my related channels list. So he's not on other related channels lists. So his views are going to be even lower now. Because if you go, for me to get, I think I got like 40 subs one day because I was under his related channels and I was in first place. So if a detractor can get 40 subs off of you, he had to be getting at least 50 to 100 subs every couple of days at minimum because of the related channels. This shit helps channels out, regardless if people recognize it or not. You might come to my channel and say, oh, this dude talks about DSP sometime. Oh, Sons of Kojima, what's this? And then you fucking subscribe to them. You say, oh, Ordnance, what's this? And you fucking subscribe to them. And then randomly, oh, Red Spray, I like those dudes. I never sub to them. You fucking sub to them. But yeah, DSP removed it because DSP is kind of stupid.
So people who don't know who I am and haven't watched my content before are not finding my videos in YouTube search. They're not seeing my videos in related search, all because of this fucking ridiculous...
One more thing I want to say. Almost no YouTube channels get rid of the related channels thing, like the one YouTube automatically sets because other people aren't dumb. And the only channels I've seen that have gotten rid of those tabs are like people that have a lot of haters. Like for instance, I'm sure Feminist Frequency doesn't have it. Let's go on another field trip. Let's check. Huge fan of Fem Frequency. Huge fan. Oh, look, even fucking Feminist Frequency got the related channels. Even they have it. Even they're not so fucking paranoid. Because I'm sure a lot of the people in the related channel segment made videos about them. DSP might be the only like mainstream YouTuber, not even mainstream, the only YouTuber that does it and get a lot of views.
Insanely illegal
really
attack against my business back in August. And I've been hurting, man. These past 2 months, I've been hurting. Even though I've been working my ass off and playing every major title and trying to cover everything for you. And then I look at the end of the month and I'm like, man, I lost thousands of dollars these past couple of months when normally I would have pretty decent, if not increased viewership during this time of the year. I actually had decreased viewership because of that loss of that 1/5 of my viewer base.
Now, according to DSP logic, he was making thousands of dollars a month. Why do you have a Patreon again?
That doesn't come from the hardcore fans, but from the outsiders. You know, typically this time of year, right, I play games like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Wow, the outsiders, someone's playing it and they check it out. It's not usually my hardcore fan base that's dying to see me play a first-person shooter or stuff like that.
The outsiders.
And I
look
lost
at Kevin
that
Nash checking his playthroughs out.
And I was very worried. But with this
Kevin
week,
Nash and Scott Hall.
with the performance that happened, with the fact that people did come out to watch the videos, I'm feeling pretty positive. I'm feeling pretty good.
It's one game.
Overall, we're going to be all right.
Fallout.
We keep this up.
Dude, perfect fucking point. My video, that was basically a mirror of his video with me commentating on it. That shit got 14,000 fucking views. He didn't get these views because people like him. He got those views because it's Fallout. A lot of people looked up Fallout on YouTube. For me to make a video about him and have Fallout in the title, and that shit get 14,000 views.
Right? If we can keep this positivity up. And I swear to
God, you could have probably made a video about a cheeseburger and named it Fallout 4 and it would have got views.
I'm going to be staying away from that shit because I think it hurts me. I think it does. It nags at me in the back of my head when I see that, and it makes me nervous and it makes me negative, and I don't want that to come through in my videos anymore. And from what people have been saying this past week, people who are watching this Fallout 4 playthrough are loving it.
This is going to be a long episode of Detractor Ballsy, but okay, I'm around a 13-minute mark. I'm going to edit a part in from either his pre-stream today or yesterday, because he's been saying it the last few days. He's saying right here he not looking at views, but he does look at views when he live streams, because if he doesn't hit 400 views when he live streams, he's not going to live stream the game anymore. For instance, if I play Street Fighter 4 and I don't get 400 views, I'm not going to stream it anymore. I'm going to play it and upload it, but I'm not going to stream it anymore. But he's telling us he don't look at views, but not even 24 hours ago, he was telling us that he was looking at views. He ain't looking at the video views, allegedly, but he is looking at stream views.
So we'll see what happens. You know, today's a 4-hour stream starting now, so there is higher potential that maybe we'll get more viewership over the course of the stream. So hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of the stream, we will hit our 400 viewers and I'll continue. If not, well, then I'll just play Fallout 4 offline, and you can continue to follow that playthrough on DSP Gaming all this week and for the rest of the month. You know, classic throwback Phil. Really feels like you're just concentrating straight on the game, because I have the stream chat closed as I'm playing the game, and people are loving it. Now, here's the thing. Being that this entire week was focused on Fallout 4, and I've now played almost 28 hours of the game, I fully get the fact that there's a major drop-off in the series. Like, most people haven't gotten past the first 20 videos yet, you know, because that's a lot of content, just the first 20 videos, and the playthrough now is over 60 videos. That's what's...
By the way, just in case you may have forgotten, DSP doesn't edit his playthroughs at all, not even just to get rid of filler. So he played the game 28 hours. That means you got 28 hours of footage on YouTube. That means if you want to watch his whole playthrough up till now, you have to watch 28 hours of YouTube videos. 28 hours. Even worse, you have to watch 60 videos. So you got to give him 60 views on 60 different videos. Or one view on 60 different videos. You know what I mean?
It's going to happen with a long-form playthrough like Fallout 4. And some people have even been messaging me and said, man, I feel like I'm overwhelmed. Listen, I'm gonna say this now, and I really hope if you are a viewer of mine, you'll take this to heart. I'm gonna be playing Fallout 4 for several weeks. There's another week coming up now where I'm gonna be balancing it with the new release. Probably I'll be playing it through the end of November. I might even be playing it through December if I want to do a completionist run, because I did buy the strategy guide, which I haven't even shown in a video yet, but I did buy the strategy guide for it, which I've been referencing here and there. I haven't really delved too far into it yet because I'm trying to discover as much as I can on my own, but I have it for when maybe I'm like, okay, well, I've beaten the game, but now I want to see what else is in. You know, I want to go back to Fallout 4 and do all the completionist content. I'm going to be using this eventually.
We're going to see if that happens.
So for me, Fallout 4 is kind of like, yes, is it a playthrough? Absolutely, but it's also a gameplay experience that's meant to be experienced at length. It's not to be rushed through. A lot of people rush through the story in 6 hours. Oh, this game's too short, and then they stop playing. It's like, what the fuck? Like, that's insane.
Who rushed through it in 6 hours?
Anyone would do that. I've only barely played any of the story. I'm so distracted by all the narrative and the side content, the side characters. I've got like 5 followers already, which I've never had that many, I think, in a Fallout game before, and it's just crazy. And I'm really enjoying myself. So if you're feeling overwhelmed,
you made a video about this already.
I'm backed up, and now I'm so behind on the playthrough. Don't. Because the bottom line is, that's how YouTube works. You watch at your own pace, right? And it's not going anywhere. The Fallout 4 playthrough is not going to disappear because you're on part 25, but I'm on part 125. You can watch at your own pace, and you don't have to worry about rushing through it. And I've said this at the beginning of the week. Remember I said this in the weekend preview last week. I said, that's how I think people are going to approach the Fallout 4 playthrough. Just like they did Fallout 3 back in 2008. Just like they did with a long one like Skyrim. You'll watch the first few parts because you're dying to see how my playthrough starts. Then you play some of the game yourself. Then you watch to see how I tackled that part of the game. And that's how it's going to be handled. You will watch at your own leisure. So no, I'm not expecting that every single part of the Fallout 4 playthrough through the end always has a ridiculous amount of views. No. It's going to have organic growth. It's going to be people have time to finally naturally watch the rest of the playthrough as it progresses. People will get wind. Oh, wow, DSP? That guy who did Fallout 3 back in 2008, he's playing Fallout 4 now? That's really cool. I want to see how he tackles it this time. Maybe I'll even side by side watch the playthroughs and see how he tackles them differently.
Who does he think he is?
That's kind of the stuff I'm expecting.
Yeah,
I looked at it tonight
for
the first time. I was like, wow, it's pretty good. Like, it's, for one, not even being out for a week yet, the playthrough...
We still talking about views.
You did pretty damned awesome. So I say thumbs up to everyone. Thank you for your support.
Christ.
Continue to watch the playthrough at your own pace. And don't rush it and don't feel pressured. Oh, man, I'm so far behind.
Oh, we feel pressured to watch a fucking playthrough.
Right? And that's why every video now I put in the title of the video a little bit of a description, right, of what's in the video. So you can say, oh, man, what was that great part? Oh, yeah. You can jump to it, okay? So thank you very much for the great viewership. Of course, keep in mind, I also did play one stream of WWE 2K16's My Career Mode, where there were big happenings. I won the NXT title.
I wish I had a burger
went to Raw and SmackDown. I had my first storyline with Seth Rollins and Ryback, which was interesting. So if you've been watching that playthrough, and it's been on hiatus for a week, it did come back this week. I just want to make that abundantly clear, so everyone knows.
This is the preview.
So now let's talk about this week, because
Jesus
this week's a unique week. We got new stuff, but we've also got stuff that's in your control.
How long is it taking?
Okay?
10
Tonight,
minutes.
it's actually, if you can believe, it's already
10
8:30
minutes
at night.
told us about views.
It took me so long to make. I made the new patron call for this week for the week in preview to thank the October patrons who did pledge to my Patreon, which you can see right there in the corner. I had to redo the whole thing because the last one crashed for whatever reason. It would not open. I had to redo it, which took like 45 minutes, but I got it done. So I hope you like that. That'll play at the end of this video. And then when I'm done with this, I'm doing Patreon stuff. So I'm going to check everyone who messaged me this week about Patreon.
What are you looking at?
So I just wanted to make sure it was recording well, and it is. I'm gonna get everyone's perks going, whether they need a forum upgrade, whether they need a T-shirt or a private Q&A video, whatever. I'm working on that tonight. I'm gonna try to get all that done tonight, okay? And then tomorrow is in your hands, because tomorrow, Monday, is the last day before a new game comes out.
By the time you see this, it's gonna be too late.
And so what I want to do is this: my first gameplay session on Monday will not be live streamed. I decided Monday's gonna be a day away from streaming, right? Because I said I was gonna stream less. Yet if you take a look, I streamed all week. So Monday will be a day away from streaming. We'll take a break from streaming on Monday. My first gameplay session is going to be dependent on what you vote tonight in a straw poll.
Stupid.
Because
Put your Twitter in the fucking video description,
on Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP is my Twitter, right here. I'm going to post up a straw poll, 4 options for you to vote on tonight. Number 1, return to Assassin's Creed Syndicate to see me do the post-game missions with the Queen Elizabeth.
Now, before we continue, I'm going to say right now, all of these games, except for one, has a view all up currently, meaning he won't stream it. If you vote for him to play it, he's going to play it, but he won't stream it. So let's see if he mentions
Not
that.
Queen Elizabeth, whoever the queen is at the time. Plus, there's a World War I Easter egg mission, and there's also the rest of the murder mystery missions with the Professor Layton character, which I never finished. So that's one option. Number 2,
You should play this
I can
game at 5
return to
again.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and do some multiplayer gameplay because I only played
I
a
wanna
little
see
bit
that.
of it, a couple hours of it really. I think it was like total was like 3.5 to 4 hours of it, and I really feel like I didn't
He won't
really
play
get too
it.
far in. I didn't even do
No
all
one's
the
gonna
unlocks.
vote
I
for
only
that.
tried one class. So
I will vote
would you like
for
to see me
it.
do
I'll
more of
vote
that?
for it tonight.
Number 3, returning to WWE 2K16 for more of my career. Now that I'm on Raw and SmackDown, would you like to see that? Because that could be pretty big potential for fun stuff. I'm loving playing the game, and I'm trying to fit it in when I
I
can.
don't know.
So
I
that's
don't think
option 3.
Call of
And
Duty got
option
the view
4,
all yet. I might be wrong.
Fallout 4 as a
Fallout got the
marathon
view all,
tomorrow.
though.
And what I mean by that is already my second gameplay session tomorrow night is going to be Fallout 4. So no matter what wins this poll that I'm putting out tonight, there's going to be more new Fallout 4 gameplay vids for those of you who are hooked and addicted and every day you want your Fallout 4 fix, okay? But I'm going to leave it in the hands of the viewers overnight to see what do you want me to do on my first gameplay session. So tomorrow there will be no live streaming on Monday, the 16th of November, but you will see 2 different gameplay sessions. What it will be dependent on your votes, but the second session, no matter what, will be Fallout 4, okay? Tuesday, new release, big new release.
See, no live streaming. The games are not being live streamed because he doesn't want to. They're not being live streamed because the games don't. The last time he played them, didn't get 400 views. So yep, let's vote for him to play a game off stream and off camera.
Star
Fair
Wars
enough, I guess.
Battlefront. I played the beta of this last month, and I actually really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun with it, although I was like,
What are
man,
you
it was
looking
over
at
too
when you
soon.
talk?
After just playing it for a couple hours, I had seen everything there was to see in the beta, and I was like, man, I wish there were more maps. Well, that's obviously what the retail release is for. And if it's anything like the beta showing, I mean, that was awesome. High frame rate, high octane gameplay, controlling
frame
vehicles,
rate.
doing all this different stuff.
It's
I
only
had a
gonna be
blast
30 or
playing it, and I
60.
really cannot wait to sink my teeth into the
High
final
frame
game this
rate.
Tuesday. So
What the
Tuesday of this
fuck?
week, live streaming will return. I want to make that abundantly clear. It will return this Tuesday.
Clone
It's
stream
gonna be
will also
2
return.
streams of
Self-blood.
Star Wars Battlefront. So it's a marathon of Star Wars Battlefront to celebrate the release of the game. All right. On
I'm
Wednesday,
actually looking forward to
we'll
watching
return
that
to the
because
balance
I'm not going to play that
of
game, but I like
half and
Battlefield and I
half, so
like
it'll
Dice,
probably
and
be
it's
half
close,
Fallout,
close enough.
half Star Wars. Thursday, maybe I'll flip-flop it back and do half Star Wars, half Fallout.
What about this game
And then by the end of
5?
the week, Friday,
I
we'll
thought you
play it
liked
by
that
ear,
game.
and we'll say, what are people asking for? Do you really want
I
to
wanna
see
see
more
Call
Star
of
Wars
Duty in
after
this
a few
game
days,
5?
or are you all Star Wars out for a while? Because I know there's different modes. There's different multiplayer
I
modes.
wanna
and
see
there's a
Call of Duty in
cooperative
this game
survival mode, and
5.
I've got a few people who told me they were interested in doing the cooperative survival mode.
Oh,
with me
God,
this week, so we
co-op
may do that as
again?
well, we'll see.
Take a sip. I want to see fucking Call of Duty in this game.
Well, of course, Fallout 4.
Or Gaia,
It
how you
rolls on, and
pronounce
I
it?
don't want to be more than a day away from it without not going back to it, knowing how much content is in the game. And I really am. I mean, I'm having so much fun with Fallout 4.
It's a lot of content in this Gaia 5, and you fucking threw that
I
game
want
to
to
the
keep playing
wolves.
it every day that I can. Okay?
What happened to that?
So that's going to be the
Shenanigans.
week. Now, there is another new release this week that almost no one is talking about.
Here we go.
Because it's completely been eclipsed by everything else going on.
What is it?
Game of Thrones, that episodic Telltale game. Yeah. The final episode comes out.
I don't
supposedly
care
this
about that.
Tuesday.
I
Now,
never watched
I'm in no
Game of
rush
Thrones.
to play it, and I'll be honest with you. My priorities this week by far are going to be Fallout and Star Wars. Now, let's say by the end of the week, things are slowing down a little bit. Okay, maybe then one of my streams on Friday will be the conclusion to Game of Thrones. Or maybe on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I only do one gameplay stream
That
each
shit
day.
is gonna get
Maybe then I'll
trash
say,
views.
okay, one of those days will be the Game of Thrones conclusion. So that way it's not really taking too much away from the hype of the new stuff that comes out this week, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So I am interested in playing the conclusion of Game of Thrones, but I'm certainly in no hurry to do it, and I don't think it's any kind of a major priority for me. I'd much
think
rather
Tomb
focus
Raider is better.
on Star Wars and Fallout 4 and leave it at that, all right? Now, a few things before we jump into the finale here because I want to talk a little bit about
The finale?
year-end series and also next week's
The finale
special
of a
event, 'cause there is
vlog?
special event next week, okay?
Are fireworks
I did
gonna
not
go
play
off?
Rise of the Tomb Raider last week. I told you I was not going to play Rise of the Tomb Raider
You told
last
me.
week, but I am playing Rise of the Tomb Raider in December.
In December.
Early December sees a few releases.
People are gonna
in
watch
particular,
that, right?
Just Cause 3, Rainbow Six Siege, Xenoblade Chronicles, whatever X or whatever the hell the name of the full
He shouldn't play Xenoblade Chronicles X or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know what it's called either because he didn't finish the last game. He kind of like view/rage quit it. He should play Rainbow Six Siege because I want to watch him play that because I'm not going to play it. He should have played Tomb Raider because I have to wait for it to come out on PC to play it. And a lot of other people have to wait for it to come out on PS4 or PC to play it. You see how you gotta hit markets with this shit? This is how some people blow up on YouTube from playing one random ass fucking off the wall game. But no, DSP is stupid. So he plays Fallout for a week straight, which apparently worked out for him. But if he played Tomb Raider, I would have been interested in watching that. But no, he's gonna play Tomb Raider in December. I'm not gonna want to watch him play that in December. If he doesn't play Rainbow Six Siege, he might not even get views from me in December as far as game stuff is concerned. I might not even do a fucking clone stream of that shit.
And for me, I'm
You better
interested
play
in playing
Rainbow
Rise
Six
of the Tomb
Siege.
Raider.
I want to see
Quite
that.
honestly, if I only get to play 2 games in December, it's going to be Just Cause 3 and Rise of the Tomb Raider. And that's kind of the focus I'm taking. I'll be honest, Xenoblade Chronicles X or whatever, it's going to be a long-form JRPG, another one that, again, viewership.
He still has to finish Disgaea 5.
Probably will not be able to be retained for a super long JRPG. I already started playing Disgaea 5 and have not played it in weeks because I've been so busy with the new releases as I knew I would be. So
Why
I
you bought the
certainly
game
don't
day
want to say,
one
oh
then?
yeah, I'm going to play
You
this
spent
JRPG
$60 on
like
it.
an idiot and commit to it, and then I never get to it or I don't give it enough time. So that's
You
kind of on
did
the
that
back
already
burner for
though.
me.
You already
Rainbow
did.
Six
You
Siege,
already
I'll be
an
honest with everyone.
idiot.
After playing that initial beta,
Views.
I thought it was a little fun and a little unique, but I wasn't like blown away to the point where I'm like, man, I really want to play this game. And knowing the fact that the game has no campaign, it's just
Star Wars Battlefront doesn't either. The Star Wars Battlefront got better views. He talked about the views on Rainbow Six Siege a couple of days ago on one of his pre-streams, and how he might not play it when it comes out. But let me tell you that I watched that Rainbow Six Siege stream, and it was terrible. It was terrible because half the fucking stream was him not even getting the match. Of course, people didn't watch the fucking stream because you didn't play the game for half of it. And people didn't watch the videos because, I mean, to be honest, the game is kind of boring to watch, but
multiplayer
I don't know.
based.
I still,
I
I,
don't
st-
know
I will
if it's
watch
going to
it.
be my cup of tea. And quite honestly, I'll be honest, after seeing how people reacted to me playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which basically was almost no interest, and the fact that, again, I'm not really going to be getting this outside viewership from people searching on YouTube for people playing Rainbow Six Siege, I have not heard many people, if any people, saying, Phil, we're dying to see you play this game. I might skip it. I think really what December, the focus might be come December, will be Just Cause 3 and Rise of the Tomb Raider. And that'll take me through the first week or 2 of December. And then I'll start focusing on my year-end series, which we're going to talk about in a moment because I revealed them yesterday. And I want to talk a little bit about them in this video. So that's kind of the deal. For those who are wondering, when's Rise of the Tomb Raider? Probably the first week of December. Okay. Now, next week we've got a special event. Okay. Next week, first of all, the big DLC for Bloodborne releases. And you want to know why I'm reacting like that? You might wonder why, because I loved Bloodborne. I absolutely did. I loved Bloodborne. I played it earlier this year. It was one of my favorite games of the year by far. It's actually, I'd say, probably my top 5 games of the year for Game of the Year contender.
Phil, I'm done.
And I haven't decided what my Game of the Year is going to be yet, because we still got more games that I have to play, right?
I tweeted them.
So, it's certainly not that I'm talking shit about Bloodborne. But if you've been following along, you've probably heard the news about Bloodborne's DLC and how it's going to be implemented. In a real move of game design stupidity, in my opinion, okay, just my opinion, They made it
I
so
thought
you
only
can only
pussies
do
are
the
behind the
DLC
word
of
opinion,
Bloodborne
Phil.
if you're still in an active campaign of Bloodborne. So you
It
you
is
didn't
stupid
beat
if
the
they
game, because
designed it
remember,
that way.
if you
They need to
beat
patch that
Bloodborne,
shit and
the
change it.
game basically resets and you have to start
That
from
is
scratch
really
with New Game
fucking
Plus.
dumb.
You can't go back and load a previous save. You can't go back and continue on with the optional content. The game just ends, and then you have to start New Game Plus if you wish to continue. You have to be about halfway through the game for the DLC to activate. Now, for those who watch
Amazing.
my Bloodborne playthrough, you
From
know that when I
software
finally
trolled
beat
the
it,
fuck out of
I
us.
went back and I refought like the first boss or whatever, who, by the way, was tough as fuck, because in New Game Plus, everything's way harder. And I fought this boss. I was just like, I do not. I felt such feeling of a challenge and accomplishment when I went through the game the first time. I have no fucking desire to go back through and play Bloodborne a second time. And I know there's some people, oh, it's blasphemy. Bloodborne's the best game in the past 7 years. And how dare you? You should want to replay it 47 times.
He rode the dick of Bloodborne all year, by the way. He compared almost every major release to Bloodborne since Bloodborne came out. And now he's going to act like Bloodborne isn't hot shit when he thinks it is, but he doesn't anymore because they made weird DLC and it's interfering with his business.
That's not
he gotta
me.
be able to
Like,
access
once I
that
get through the
DLC
game
easy.
once, I feel accomplished, especially because the game was so hard, and I don't want to go back and replay half of Bloodborne. And let's face it, I don't have fucking
Make it a
time to
Patreon
go
goal.
back and replay half of Bloodborne. I just
You
don't.
replay
I
Fallout
don't
New
have
Vegas.
3 fucking days next week where I can spend, 5 gameplay hours a day re-going.
He plays video games for a living. He almost never leaves the house. But he can't play Bloodborne for about, I don't know, maybe 9, 10 hours. Maybe not even that. Because think about it. When you beat a game one time, you can go through the game a lot faster because you know everything. He can get through Bloodborne a lot faster if he played it again. Don't have time to do it. I don't know. I never heard of a full-time YouTuber that plays video games say they don't have time to play a video
Bloodborne
game.
either at regular difficulty or New Game Plus to get to the point where I can activate the fucking DLC.
That's like being a construction worker and saying, I don't have time to do construction work.
So unless someone can find a workaround,
A workaround.
I guess I'm not playing the Bloodborne DLC. And I'm sorry, I love the game. I want to play the DLC, but it seems like there is
Well, then
no
go through the work to
solution. Now,
play
if
it.
I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments of this video. Tell me on Twitter. Tell me I'm wrong, because I want to fucking play
I
this
hope you're wrong,
DLC.
'cause
but
if you're not, that's
all
really silly for
reports
them
and
to
all
design it that
information
way.
seems to be saying no. Fuck it. You have to replay the game halfway through, or at least have had a game halfway through saved somewhere so that you can do this.
No,
Why?
fuck it.
Dark Souls 2 was not fucking like that at all. Dark Souls 2, you could play the DLCs whenever, right? A great company that did a great job with DLC this year, The Witcher 3, CD Projekt Red. Their DLC, you
We're
could
gonna
play it
dig
from your
right
own
Witcher 3
campaign,
now?
or you could play it as a standalone, where they
The
give
game
you
you thought was boring as
a
fuck?
predetermined set of armor and
Whatever.
weapons that they felt was fair to play through the DLC, and some predetermined leveling so that you can play through the DLC as a standalone. Why can't they do that? Why can't From Software do the same thing that other action RPG developers are doing? No, they just do it their own stubborn way, right? So
They
I'm
always
sorry,
did it
if
their
it's
own
not
way.
fixed,
That's
if
why
there's no
people
way
like
to do
'em.
it without replaying half the game, I'm not playing the Bloodborne DLC. And I know that sucks. I want to play it. I know people would watch me play it, but I don't have the time. I don't have 15 plus gameplay hours.
TBH, if he did Bloodborne and tried to throttle his way through it, right, and made it like 3 streams, 3 3-hour streams, so 9 hours, the streams would get pretty reasonable views. They probably would get more than 400 or 500 views the first couple of streams, and then when he goes back to play the new stuff in Bloodborne, that's gonna get good views because it's new stuff in Bloodborne. People like seeing him play those games because he's terrible at them. I don't think anyone can be good at a game like Bloodborne and Dark Souls the first time playing. And DSP, his first time playing it, he puts it all on display. So it's kind of amazing. It's like he makes his own, this is how you don't play. But I guess he doesn't want those views.
Replay this game. I just don't. And already I
Fair
had someone
enough.
who told me, oh, I think I have a game file that I can send you. And then they found out, no, the game files are like permanently tied to your PS4. There's no way that you can give a game file from one person to another. It's not possible. So I don't even think if there's a way to fix it.
Use
I
his
think I'm just
PSN account.
fucking not gonna
Somebody,
be able to
a
play it.
fan, get his PSN account and play it. Take a sip.
I mean, if there's a way for a game developer to prove that they're not in the modern world and they're behind the times, that's a way that From Software just proved it, because that's just fucking really stupid to
They're
make you replay half
behind
the
in the
fucking game. I mean,
times.
that's dumb shit. Like, drop
Dumb
everything
shit.
you're doing this week. We know you're probably playing Fallout and stuff.
Drop everything you're doing this week. What? No, you only think that way because playing games is a
Star Wars.
fucking
Fuck
business
all
to
that.
you.
Replay Bloodborne for half the way so you can play the DLC. Fuck
Amazing.
no. So, I might not be playing it that week, but there is a special event Thanksgiving week. I have not determined the exact date yet
boy.
of when it's going to start, simply because I want to see how far I am into Fallout 4, if I'm still playing Star Wars
Lord.
Battlefront, etc. But Thanksgiving week, which is roughly, let's say, Wednesday, November 25th, through, say, Saturday or Sunday, November 29th.
I just thought about something. He shouldn't do this Thanksgiving week because people have real lives and some people take Thanksgiving kind of seriously. You know, people are going to be going on vacations and shit. People are going to be with family they might not see in no other time of the year. People are going to be doing fun stuff. You know, stuff they might want to do more than play a video game or than watch a video game. So to be honest, his Thanksgiving shit should be half a week before Thanksgiving, and it should end Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, he should stream one time a day at night. He shouldn't even stream during the day because, I mean, if you're getting low views already and, you know, and views matter to you, why even waste your time streaming during like Thanksgiving shit? It's like school lets out for a reason. I guess he wants those kids off from school to watch him. But even then, I don't think you can get those views either. Because I was young at one point in time. And when you were a young kid, your parents make you do shit. And your parents might not let you sit in the room and watch Dark Side Feel on YouTube. I don't know. Him doing this Thanksgiving thing the week of Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving until the Saturday after Thanksgiving sounds terrible. That sounds really bad.
Multiplayer with the viewers. It's going to be a multiplayer extravaganza event. Now, those who were patrons of mine and who gave to the highest patron level over the past several months to year, because I started Patreon back in February, are automatically qualified that they're going to be in it no matter what if they want to play one of the games that are being played, okay? The games that are being played, FYI, are Metal Gear Solid Online, obviously on the PlayStation 4, Halo 5 on the Xbox One, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on the PlayStation 4, WWE 2K16, if I can get it to work. And the reason I say that is because...
By the way, to be locked in to do this, you have to have given him $75 or more within the last almost year, and you have to have these games on this specific system. KG better get something.
Because I tried in previous years to get it to do like a private lobby and invite people, and it didn't really work. If I can get it to work, I'm going to have to test it for this coming week and see if it does
KG
work
might
or
not
not.
be a patron
I'll
anymore,
do some
but he
online
gave him
multiplayer in that as well, but I have
$75
no
at
clue
one
if that's
point.
going to work or not, okay? And that will be on PlayStation 4 if it works. Oh, God, what was the other one? Because there's one other game, and now it's
I don't think KG will want to do it anyway.
I am having a total brain
Who
fart
will
right now.
want to do it, to
Star
be
Wars
honest?
Battlefront, duh! Star Wars Battlefront that comes out this...
Okay, I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but this video is going to be long anyway, and we're almost done. We got like 10 minutes left, so this is going to be less than an hour long, hopefully, which is good. But, okay, if you gave this dude $75, right? You like, even if you're the biggest DSP fan, you can't be blind to how many people don't like him. So, okay, let's say I gave DSP $75 in March, and since then I stopped giving him Patreon money, period. He owes me to be in this some kind of way. So either I put my voice or maybe face in it and do some weird Happy Thanksgiving Dark Side Feel thing. I don't know what he's going to do. Or I play online with him. Okay, I play online with him. My PSN or Xbox Live username / gamertag is going to be broadcasted to the people that watch him. I can't even say the world. It's going to be broadcasted, though. You know how much you're going to get fucking trolled? Just think about that. You know how much you're gonna get trolled by, you know, the people that troll people, like for real troll, not just, oh, you give money to this asshole. I mean, troll. You're gonna get trolled. Just saying. So I don't know if I would want to put myself through possibly getting trolled like that through a PSN or through Xbox Live. Of course, you can block people, but still, you have to see it before you can block them.
Sweet,
I
yes.
don't know.
That also, I'll be
I
doing
don't know.
multiplayer in on the PlayStation 4. So those are
But remember, originally, if you gave this motherfucker $75, you got a part in Project 7. You go from getting a part in Project 7 to playing Call of Duty with him.
games right there. All those games, I'm going to be doing multiplayer sessions. I'll skip.
Call of Duty. You go from being in Project 7 to playing Call of Duty with him. Like, let's think about how fucking stupid this sounds. Let's pause for a second and think about how fucking stupid this sounds. You go from, it's not like he playing Street Fighter and he's gonna have one-on-one matches with you or some shit like that. Or he's gonna do like he's gonna do a private server for Call of Duty, I'm sure, like he did last time he did Fan Appreciation when he got DDoS attacked. That was last year, by the way. That was interesting. But it's not like he's gonna be playing some kind of, I don't know, a game that doesn't have randomness to it, you know? If he plays Call of Duty tomorrow and I play Call of Duty tomorrow at the same time, it's like a 5% chance I'm gonna get to play with him. So you pay $75 to get locked in to play with a failing YouTuber. I mean, I got Steam. What game I got? If you got Street Fighter 4 on Ultra Street Fighter 4 on self plug, if you got Ultra Street Fighter 4 on Steam or what is that game called? Left 4 Dead 2 on Steam, add me, I'll play with you for free. We could even fucking do voice chat and you can talk to me about stupid shit if you want. And you don't even have to give me $75. This motherfucker, you gotta give him $75. Jesus Christ.
Schedule them out ahead of time earlier in the week.
He
so
really
everyone
shouldn't
knows
have canceled
the
Project
time,
7.
the date, and you'll be able to join me and do multiplayer gameplay with me that week. That's like a special, fan appreciation event week, okay? Like I said, patrons.
Fan appreciation used to be completely free, by the way. He's done fan appreciation, I think, since maybe 2010, maybe 2011. And my computer says hi encoding in OBS for like 2 seconds. I'm going to have to check if the audio is desynced. So that means I'm going to have to edit this. Don't want to do that. But them's be the breaks.
We'll get priority access. But everyone else will also have an equal opportunity to get in after those patrons get priority access. There'll also be a special event on Thanksgiving Day. Okay? On Thanksgiving Day, I am going to do a special episode of Ask the King. I've decided. I've thought about this. I want to do something special. So on Thanksgiving Day, which is Thursday, November 26th, I'm going to do an episode of Ask the King, and it's going to basically answer all of your questions from the past 2 months, because I have not had a chance.
First of all, I want to say, I don't think anyone's going to watch that. I don't even think I'm going to be able to watch Ask the King on fucking Thanksgiving. Motherfucker, I just started eating Thanksgiving-styled food in the South 2 or 3 years ago. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving, motherfucker, and I don't want to be watching no goddamn DSP when I can be staring at the oven for 2 hours waiting on something to be finished. So I don't know what he expects to get accomplished doing a special Thanksgiving episode of Ask the King.
Do an Ask the King episode in 2 months. And for some patrons, if they choose to, I'm giving them the option to give a Thanksgiving special welcome or hello or just any kind of message to the viewers. So these people who really supported me this past year, they have an opportunity to maybe say something cool to the viewership. So if anyone does that, submits a special message or whatever, that'll be played during that special event. So Thanksgiving Day will be split between me doing Ask the King.
Okay. So we came full circle. If you gave him $75 That means you get either priority access. You don't get both, I'm sure. Hopefully you get both, but I don't know. But you get either priority access to play in a game with him or against him in multiplayer, which is kind of trash, to be honest. You know, you gave him $75. You should be able to, like, eat a fucking cheeseburger with him or some shit if you gave him that much money. But you either get that or you get to do a video or a voice thing for his Thanksgiving Ask the King. And you can, I guess you can be like, hey, Dark Side Phil, happy Thanksgiving. And then it'll be like a shitty Skype video. I might do a lesson do of that, but it ain't going to happen Thanksgiving Day.
Dinner and doing more kind of fan
It sounds
appreciation gameplay that night.
extremely
So
ridiculous.
it'll be like Wednesday, fan appreciation all day. Thursday, Ask the King and fan appreciation. That Friday, November 12th.
By the way, this is November 15th. This is the weekend preview. He talking about shit that's going to happen Thanksgiving week. Motherfucker, I could die before then. I don't want to hear about Thanksgiving week.
That's
why this video
yes, that's
30
Black
minutes
Friday,
long.
I know, but and then Saturday and Sunday, each day we'll probably have one session of fan appreciation. So we'll have
Fan appreciation on Black Friday.
several big.
Just like I said, he should start fan appreciation half of a week before Thanksgiving and finish it the day before Thanksgiving Eve. So finish it that Tuesday before Thanksgiving. But no, DSP is dumb. So he's going to do this in the peak of Thanksgiving time when everybody is talking to their nieces and nephews and cousins and uncles and aunties and aunts and all of those other words that some people may not understand if they're not from the South and not ghetto like me. But who's going to watch this? Whatever.
Sessions of these games that'll be going on, and it should be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it, okay? And then I've decided that final day
What a
of
family
November,
life
which is
DSP
November
has, right?
30th,
He wants to spend Thanksgiving Day with
2015,
random people on the
I'm
internet.
going to be doing the Rockathon. That's right, because we did hit
Rockathon.
the goal
Month
for the
in
month
preview,
of October
apparently.
on my Patreon. I'm going to be doing the Rock Band 4 Marathon, where I'm going to be doing vocals and music and everything in Rock Band 4 all day long for around 6 to 7 hours on stream. So that's happening November 30th. And that's a good way to start because then the next day all the new releases come out, right? Just Cause 3, and I'll probably start Rise of the Tomb Raider. So that'll get us full speed ahead into December, all right?
All the new releases.
Last but not least, I know this video is
one
going very
game.
long, but as you noticed, everything here is important. It's not like I harped on anything.
So talking about views
Year-end
for 10 minutes
series
is
this year.
important.
I announced them
Okay.
yesterday. I'll put a link in the description of this video where you can go to the forum thread and see all the year-end series that I'm going to be able to nominate, and when people are already nominating. So get to it if you announced them
I think
yesterday.
Air
I'll
like
put
fast
a
falls a
link
little bit.
in the description of
But
this video.
go to his forums where you probably already banned or you're gonna get banned if you say, I mean, if you're watching this video 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get banned on his forums very fast unless you pretend to like him 100% or some shit. His forums are weird.
Video where you can go to the forum thread and see all the year-end series that I'm going to be doing this year, and you can actually post up and discuss them. But year-end series that I'm working on this year, the return of the fan-voted funniest moments of 2015. Yes, you will be able to nominate, and when people are already nominating, so get to it if you haven't already. Nominate your favorite moments on thekingofhate.com.
Watch all my old videos, find a funny moment, timestamp the funny moment. I download the video, make it one video, get views, get money. Do my work for me, fans.
You'll be able to vote on what you think were the funniest moments, and that's going to be a series for the year end. I'm going to be doing
Vote on the almighty tip and funniest moments of 2015.
not only the worst
Watch all my old videos. Spend like 3 days watching all my old videos. Find funny
games of the
moments.
year, and yes, the Game of the Year awards, like I always do. But I'm also this year going to be doing some new series, such as the best and worst things that happened to DSP gaming this year. I'll be
He's going to talk about swatting and DDoS attacks and copyright strikes. Remember when he said he would stop talking about that stuff and it was left in the past? Remember when he told us to move on from 9/11? But he can't move on from his fucking copyright strikes and from his swatting and from his DDoS attacks, even though he said he would move on
talking
from it.
about improvements. I'll be talking about firsts. I'll be talking about all the great positive stuff that we did this year for a very first time. But of course, I'm going to be honest and pair that with some of the negative stuff that affected us this year as a full retrospection of the year that was. All right.
You mean
I'm also going to be doing a
retrospective?
new series my personal favorite playthroughs of the year,
Retrospection. Did he not want to give a half shout out to Jay?
which do not
Retrospection.
coincide with the best games of the year. This is going to be not only the best new games that I really enjoyed playing and sharing with you, but it's also going to be games that maybe were older games that aren't new releases, but I got to play them because of various reasons. It's going to be games that maybe I played and never even really got to finish.
So Minecraft, Persona 4, played and never got to finish. I can't think of it.
Games that I really enjoyed playing as a playthrough, okay? Maybe I didn't think it was the best game of the year, and maybe even the viewers, maybe it didn't really catch on with the viewers, but I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to do a special series of that as well, all right? There will be a special holiday episode, a special holiday celebration
Thankfully,
this year.
I muted the
And I haven't
microphone.
determined yet if it's going to be a musical, if it's going to be a skit. I've done it all. So this year, after last year having a hiatus and not doing it because my parents visited for the holidays, this year it's coming back. I'm not 100% on what it's going to be yet. I'm going to start working on that in the second half of December. And the patrons, yet again, patrons who pledge the highest pledge amount.
We talking about shit that's going to happen at the end of December / early January. It's November 15th. Let's scroll down. This is the weekend preview. You see that word with the W?
We'll have an opportunity to either be a part of it or have a special like Christmas holiday message to the viewers as well. We'll see what happens with that as we approach it. All right, so a lot to talk about in this episode. Thank you very much for the awesome viewership on the Fallout 4 playthrough.
Thanks for the views.
Let me tell you, my business needed it. You gave it to me. Thank you, thank
His
you, thank you.
business
Please
needed
continue to watch it at your own pace. Don't feel pressured that you're falling behind, I'm being left behind. No, there's no rush to get through this. It's on demand.
Almost
That's
over,
why
people.
it's like that. And I fully knew that
And
I was
it's
going
less
to
than
get
an
way
hour
ahead
long
of where
video,
people
so
would
I'm
be
very
watching.
proud of that.
Watch it at your own pace. And just like those older playthroughs of Fallout 3 and Skyrim, organically those are going to grow in time. And that's going to help my business because I need that right now. I need that organic growth of a playthrough behind all the new stuff I do to support the business. So thank you for that. It's been an awesome week, and I'm really looking forward to this next one where I'll...
I got a hashtag already. Gonna say it now, and just in case I forget it. Hashtag thank you. And we're gonna pretend it's Thanksgiving because DSP doing it. So why the fuck not? Hashtag hashtag. All right. Hashtag thank you. Let me know what you're thankful for in this world, or let me know what you're thankful for on the internet, or YouTube, or Twitter, or Twitch, or MySpace, or Facebook, or whatever. What are you thankful for? Hashtag thank you.
Balancing whatever you vote on overnight for tomorrow, plus more Fallout 4, Star Wars Battlefront on Tuesday, balance with Fallout 4 all week. Later in the week, probably some, the conclusion of Game of Thrones. And then, you know, next week, like I said, we're going to have a special multiplayer event and all kinds of stuff going on. The Rockathon at the end of the month. Next month, we're going to have Just Cause 3, Rise of the Tomb Raider year-end series, and everything else. It's so much fun. I'm having so much fun now. I mean, this is an awesome end of the year. All these games that I'm playing that I'm enjoying. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you coming out to check out my videos. It really does make me feel good that even with all the negative shit going on, that there's still people that are around to support me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you. And thank you. I'll see you tomorrow for whatever it is that you vote in. Peace out.
Pander mode activate.
And without further ado, thank you to the following October patrons. I really appreciate it. And away we go.
Yo, he added music to it. It didn't have music the last few months. That's sweet, I guess. Oh boy. Ha! Hitaka Sin. I gotta pause it to pronounce that. Hitaka Sinjo Guhara. Shout out to them. Inside thing. Jesus with lightsabers. Oh boy. Well, that was interesting. Less than an hour long for this video. So thank you, myself, for not pausing and rambling too much. Fucking burn. I think that's burn too. We're not even gonna talk about that. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't worry about it. It's old shit. Anyway. I think that's all we got to talk about. I already did my hashtag. Hashtag thank you. Let me know what you're thankful for in this world, whether it be on the internet or IRL, which means in real life. I don't know why I said IRL. I'm a teenager now. Um, uh, yeah, hopefully nothing stupid happens with DSP, so we don't get a video like this until next week. But you never know. And meant to say this early on, and if you're still sticking around, you probably already know. But his forums has been insane the last few days. He been having like paragraph discussions with this dude, well, with multiple dudes, and then he will like close the thread and shit. It's ridiculous. People talking about good old Panda getting a job, like a real job, not just staying at home waiting for people to order soap. Not working out for him, but it's irrelevant to this video anyway. I'm not gonna talk about Panda Lee not having a job or not having a real job because it's not a discussion of the video, but it's a thing. And thankfully DSP isn't talking about it either because he's dumb enough to do that. But remember, if you know stuff about DSP and his family, that means you're a stalker. You didn't just get that information from him. I shouldn't know Panda Lee is looking for a job, but I do because of DSP. Anyway, it's been almighty Tevin. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. And thank you for sitting around this long. Let's refresh the page, see how this video doing. 36 dislikes, 57 likes, so the likes came in a little bit. This fucking dumbass posted Rise of the Tomb Raider ? Watch the fucking video. Your playthrough of Majora's Mask was a special one. Don't forget that one. You can't even watch it anymore because he deleted it. I'm glad you're playing on the Xbox One again. The Xbox is best box. This is Unbeatable MC. He's a fucking Microsoft fanboy, but whatever. That's irrelevant to this video. And one reply is already deleted. So somebody either shadow banned or DSP shadow banned them within the last hour. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.